What's up, guys? Today we are going to be doing the creepypasta of the Rake. Now, how to get to this site, you'll do www.creepypasta.com. I'll leave it in the description, but don't go to that or mess it up. But yeah, we're gonna do the full thing. Let me fix this so it doesn't show the other stuff. Alright, let's do this. It might be a longer one. During the summer of 2003, events in the northeastern United States involved a strange human-like creature sparked brief local media. I'm not good at reading out loud. Interest before an apparent blackout was enacted. Little or no information was left intact, as most online and written accounts of the creatures were mysteriously destroyed. Primarily focused in Earl, I don't know how to say that, New York State, and once in Idaho. Self-proclaimed witnesses told stories from their encounters with a creature of unknown origins, which is the Rake. Is what he looks like. He looks like a mass murderer, which is, he's told. Emotions, emotions, rain, ranged from extremely traumatic levels of fright and discomfort, and almost childlike sense of playfulness and curiosity. While their published versions are no longer in record, the memories still remain powerful. Several of the involved parties began looking for answers that year. I just started doing this, so if you guys want to do this, you can. A good creepypasta also is 1999, which is about shows. And a suicide note, 1964. As I prepare to take my life, I feel it necessary to associate whatever any guilt or pain I have introduced this act. It is not the fault of anyone other than him. For once awoke and felt his presence, and I once awoke saw his form. Once again I awoke and heard his voice, and looked into his eyes. I cannot sleep without fear or what might next awake to experience. I cannot ever wait. Goodbye. I cannot ever wait. Goodbye. Well, that's creepy. Let's go down. See, this is why I said it might be long. Alright. So, found in the same wooden box were 2 empty envelopes addressed to William and Rose, and 1 loose personal letter with no envelope. Dearest Lillian, I prayed for you. He spoke your name. That's creepy. Journal entry translated from Spanish, 1880. I have experienced the greatest terror. I think that guy spelled it wrong. No, he didn't. Terror. I have experienced the greatest terror. You just said that again. As you see, it's like right here, right there. I've experienced the greatest terror. I seen his eyes when I closed mine. Their hollow black they saw and pierced me. His wet hand, I will not sleep. His voice, uneducable text. As you see, they're just empty. He came to me in my sleep. From the foot of my bed, I felt a sensation. He took everything. We must return to England. He shall not return here again. At the request of the Rake. So now people have found out its name. 3 3 years ago, I just returned from my trip from Niagara Falls with my family for the 4th of July. We were all very exhausted after a long day of driving, so my husband and I put the kids right to bed and called it a night. At about 4 p.m., I woke up thinking about my husband had gotten up to use the restroom. I used a moment to steal back the sheets, only to wake him in the process. I apologized and told him I thought he got out of bed. When he turned to face me, he gasped and pulled his feet up from bed so quickly his knee almost knocked me out of bed. I mean, said nothing. After adjusting to the dark for half a second, I was able to see what caused the strange reaction. At the foot of the bed, still sitting and facing away from us, there was what appeared to be a naked man, or a large hairless dog, of some sort. Its body position was disturbing and unnatural, as if it's been hit by a car or something. For some reason, I was instantly frightened by it. But more concern is as to its condition. As to its condition, at this point, I was somewhat under the assumption that we were supposed to help him. My husband was peering over his arm and knee. He tucked into the fetal position, occasionally glancing at me before returning to the creature. At a flurry of motion, the creature scrambled around the side of the bed and crawled quickly in a flailing sort of motion along. Wow, I can picture that in my head, like the Rake walking, being crouched and just waving his arms up in the air. But that's probably not. Right along the bed until it was less than a foot from my husband's face. The creature was completely silent for 3 seconds, probably closer to 5. It just seemed like a while. He just looked at my husband. The creature then placed his hands on his knees and ran into the hallway leading to the kids' room. I screamed and ran for the light switch, planning to stop him before he could hurt my children. When I got to the hallway leading to the kids' room, I screamed and ran to the light switch, planning to stop him before he could hurt my children. When I got to the hallway, it from the bedroom was enough to see it crouching and huddled and hunched over about 20 feet. He turned and directly looked at me, covered in blood. I flipped the switch, and I saw my daughter follow. Peter ran down the stairs while my husband rushed to help our daughter. He was badly injured. Spoke only once more in her short life. She said, "He is Rake." My husband drove his car to that late night sailors out of the hospital. They did not survive. Being in a small town, news got around pretty quickly. The police were helpful at first. The local newspaper took a lot of interest as well. However, the story never published, and the local television news never followed up either.
Why is the TV like that?
Alright, so guys, I'm going to end it here. I'll do a part 2 after this is posted. Not published. But I will be making my own creepy... Whoa, I have the hiccups. But I will be making my own creepypasta. So that I could read it to you guys. And, yeah. Bye.